today, but last time even when I ran for election, you guys helped me with door knocking. People who lived in Loudoun County, people helped me with door knocking on election day. So every bit helps, and I'm truly thankful for that. Having said that, so school library books is a start. I think you both mentioned that. So it's a start. When we win the first time, you should not rest. It's a marathon. You have to pace yourself. It's not a sprint. The moment you rest, you start taking things easy. So having said that, one of the initiatives that Bhaskar mentioned is to have these Tamil language schools immersion programs introduced in Loudoun County. And Kristen Umstad, he mentioned a supervisor. She's fantastic. She's a fantastic supervisor. And important part, I was talking to somebody earlier, when you elect a person to a seat, you need to look at that whether the person is going to look out for themselves or look for the community. So it's important you elect leaders who would make changes in the community that are configured for the population. So Loudoun County level, one of the things that I will be advocating as the next supervisor is what you call as a study of the needs of the county residents. We have to, I think in India there's a 5-year program or 10-year program. I do not know exactly what the word is, but in Yadimari, every 10 years there's a census taken, and based on the census, they draw the districts. So the districts marumbodhu, the needs of the people living in the district change. In I mentioned Loudoun County, there's a huge explosion of people playing cricket. I don't know how many of you guys play cricket here. Can I show a raise of hands? People playing cricket? So there are people playing cricket. Yeah. So there's a huge explosion of people playing cricket in Loudoun County. So that has made Parks and Recreation, PRCS, scramble for cricket fields in Loudoun County. So that's a need that we have identified clearly we need in Loudoun County. So similarly, as your next supervisor in Little River District, I'll be pushing to take a survey of county residents on their needs for academics. So I do consulting for a living, and I always see it as a team effort. It's not a single person effort. And I have not just my literature. I have Joe Smith, who's running for school board, and Gary Higgins, who's running for House of Delegates in Richmond, and Henry Eichelberg, who's running for treasurer in Loudoun County. So I mentioned these are people running in different offices. So Ram alone cannot make the change. I need community's inputs. I need to be able to process it, and as your leader, I will be able to influence these other people in different capacities. So school board, for instance, immersion program is a school board. I have to work with them. So it's important to have Joe Smith on the school board. And Gary Higgins is running for House of Delegates. So, and I've developed a good working relationship with Governor Glenn Youngkin. And I'll tell you this, given I get elected at the county level, I'll be able to work on some of these policies, not just in Loudoun County or Fairfax County, but also in Richmond. Right? When I say Richmond, not just the capital, but also that our Tamil-speaking population is and whatnot. We'll be able to create those umbrella programs across the state. Because one of the things that our governor has focused on is lab schools. So lab schools, off the coast of Virginia, they launch rockets. I forget the town they launch rockets. So he has pushed a lab school, a science NASA learning school for grade levels. So similarly, we can work to create language programs across schools where there is a need in Virginia. So we should be able to get budgets from the state level, to your point, and also not necessarily county budgets, but also state budgets, because we all pay state taxes too, right? So we can get state budgets. So it's a multi-layered effort. So we have to look at the shorter term, what we want to achieve, and also the longer term. So as a community, right? So our community has to be successful when our kids are successful. So our kids are the future. So whatever enables them, to learn our culture in this case, and be proud of our culture through language. We should be able to enable them. That's one of the things I want to touch upon. Yeah, I do not have any other comments. Typically, a stump speech is completely different. I touch upon my issues that I'm running on schools, safety, taxes, zoning, land use, and transportation. But I'm not going to get into any of those issues. But that's at a higher